Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Monica Soyemi, and today we are tackling a hot topic, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump's impacts on the housing market. From Harris's new $25,000 homebuyer grant to Trump's lasting policy changes, both leaders have left their marks in different ways. So let's break down how these policies could affect you and the housing market as a whole. So let's dive in. To understand Trump's influence, we need to start with his background. Long before he entered politics, Donald Trump was a real estate mogul in New York City, developing luxury hotels, apartment buildings, and resorts, casinos all throughout the country. His brand focused on high-end real estate, setting a new standard for luxury. Trump's developments highlighted the power of branding in real estate and fueled demand for luxury properties, leaving a lasting impact on high-end real estate marketing. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, has a long-standing commitment to housing advocacy. From her time as California's Attorney General to the U.S. Senate, she has focused on housing affordability, renters' rights, and fair lending practices. Harris's career has been marked by a dedication to leveling the playing field in housing, making her an influential figure in the push for affordable housing. One of Trump's major moves was the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which lowered the mortgage interest deduction cap from $1 million to $750,000. And this affected home buyers in high-cost areas by reducing potential tax benefits. This change increased the cost of home ownership for those in expensive markets like here in New York City and California, potentially slowing demand in those areas. Recently, Kamala Harris introduced a proposal for a $25,000 down payment assistance grant for first-time homebuyers, and this grant is designed to help renters transition to home ownership, especially those struggling to save for a down payment, which, as many of us know, is the biggest part of buying a home, is the down payment and the closing costs. Now, the eligibility for the $25,000 grant requires a clean rental history and aims to assist over 4 million first-time buyers, providing a significant boost for lower-income families looking to buy their first home. Another big policy from Trump's administration was the SALT deduction cap, which limited state and local tax deductions to $10,000. And this change hit residents in high tax states, pushing some to locate to lower tax areas. I know here in New York City, we saw a wave of people moving to places like Texas and to Florida. This led to shifts in housing demand across states, with many seeking more affordable living in lower tax areas like Texas and Florida. Beyond the $25,000 grant, Harris is working on broader housing equity initiatives. She supports efforts to close the racial home ownership gap by improving access to credit and affordable mortgages, which could have a lasting impact on underserved communities. These efforts focus on increasing home ownership rates among Black and Latino families, aiming to tackle long-standing disparities in wealth and housing. During his presidency, Trump also enacted deregulation in the housing and finance sectors, and this made it easier for banks to offer mortgages, encouraging growth and development, but also raising concerns about potential risks. While deregulation expanded access to credit, critics worry it could lead to risky lending practices similar to those that contributed to the 2008 housing crisis. While Trump focused on policies that boosted high-end real estate and deregulated markets, Harris has prioritized affordability. She's really prioritized affordability and equity. And Trump's policies largely benefited investors and high earners, while Harris's policies aim to support renters and low-income buyers. Their differing approaches highlight the divide between market-driven growth and social equity, shaping the housing market in unique ways. So what is the takeaway? Both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have impacted the housing market, but in very different ways. Harris's policies focus on making home ownership accessible, while Trump's legacy includes tax reform and deregulation that affected high-end markets. So what do you think? Which approach will have the biggest impact on the housing market nationwide going forward? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely subscribe to this video, turn on those post notifications so you never miss any of my future uploads. Be sure to follow your girl on Instagram, and until next time, I will catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.